How's it, guys? This is JP from JM-Rodents. Today I wanted to bring you to our rat shed. This is obviously the original rat shed. The rat shed over here, we house anything between 1,000 1,400 females at a time, roughly 250 males. We use the normal rounded tubs that you would find at sort of Westpac or any plastic shop. They're quite relatively cheap, around about 40 bucks, and they're nice and smooth edge, smooth inside, so the rats don't actually escape. We've got a grid on top, obviously, where they feed and their food goes through, and their water. We also, the females in here, we keep about 5 females to 1 male, roughly, and obviously we also keep certain males for a special reason. These are our hairless rats. So the reason why we keep the hairless rats is because you can instantly see if they have got any diseases. Oh, there's something in his nose. The ears are all nice and clean. The tail's got no scabs. There's absolutely no mites on them and things like that. So that is why we keep the hairless rats over here. Our pregnant females, as soon as they fall pregnant in these tubs, we remove them, and then we take 3 females per cage, and we actually have them in a different section, which I'll show you a little bit later on. And those females have their babies there together. So there's less stress. The babies are roughly around about the same size, and obviously there's no problem. We feed obviously a meaty dog food. The dog food that we feed is bow wow. We also do fresh fruit and vegetables. We do the pasta and mince. We find that the mince and the pasta on a Friday is a reason for them not to eat all of their babies. Females are pregnant for roughly 21 to 24 days. We breed our females at roughly 3 to 4 months of age. We find, well, it's known that females breeding after 6 months of age, it's actually quite dangerous for their health. They can actually die giving birth because their pelvic bones actually fuse. From there, we breed females roughly around about for 9 to 12 months, males roughly around about 1 to 2 years. As you know, we don't edit on our videos, so we're literally going to pause the video here, and then from there I will see you in our next section. Alright, so this section of our shed, which you obviously saw in the bottom of that other video, this is where we keep sort of our females that we are starting to keep literally for breeders. You have to keep females constantly for exchanging with older females. So we keep roughly around about 200 at a time that we start exchanging with the older females. So we run 200 females here, we run sort of 200 males. We put about 20 in a tub. A few of them we've actually taken out at the moment. This is sort of my maternity section. So what we do is some of our females we will actually put into round tubs like this, where they are actually secluded. They are just them and their babies. Oh, where do you want to go? And then obviously they have their babies obviously in this section as well. We have nice females, and if you can see over there, don't want to disturb too much, this female here has given us 18 babies, and those were born literally this morning. Other than that, we've got all these maternity tubs over here. So when a female gives sort of, I don't know, 6 babies, 8 babies, we will take those babies away and we'll put them with a female that's only got 6 or 8 babies. We don't let females take more than sort of 14 or 15 babies at a time, and that helps us to sort of get females back into breeding, and then also at the same time one mom looking after all the babies at the same time. We're going to pause again and I'll show you the next section. Right, here we are, where another section of our shed where we literally raise rats for specific orders. Now our clients, we've got regular clients that want 100 mediums, 50 smalls, etc, etc. We will make sure that if your order is that specifically, and you give us enough time to raise those for you, we will raise them in sort of racks and make sure that those things are ready for you. So we keep around about up to probably 500 smalls and weaners in here. We can put up to sort of 50 weaners in a tub like this. So yes, other than that, we make sure that the orders are filled. When buying rats, there's just a few things that I feel people need to know. And you know, you can buy rats because they're cheap. You can buy rats because Johnny down the road has got a few rats that's sort of fits your budget. If you've got quality snakes, you want your snakes to have quality food, and it's as simple as that. So when buying rats, you need to look for a few small things. Let me just grab a baby out here and sort of give you an example. So when looking at a rat, you don't want its hair to be standing up all the time. You want its ears to be all nice and smooth. You don't want those cauliflower ears. You want the tails to be beautiful. No scabs on the tails. You want the eyes all nice and glassy. You want basically a beautiful rat. Also, when looking under the bum, you don't want to see diarrhea. Those are all signs of disease. Those are all signs of mites. Those are literally things that are really, really bad for you. So don't accept unhealthy rats when anybody delivers them. It's just not something to do. If your snakes are your priority, get quality feeders. Do not go out and just buy them because they are cheap. There's a reason why they are cheap. We spend a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of everything in our sheds. I mean, my rats, just mine alone, they supervise 24/7. I mean, we've got somebody here every single day, cleaning cages, checking on food, checking on water, and checking on my rats. My rat tubs are opened up every single day, at least 2 to 3 times a day. And that is just to make sure that everything is working 100% from there. So when buying, buy it from a responsible breeder. I'm not saying I'm the only one. There are a lot of responsible breeders around, in Gauteng alone. I mean, that is something that you need to consider. Also, have a look at the average prices on the rats that you are purchasing. You know, why go and spend an astronomical amount on rats at whether it be a pet shop, whether it be just any random breeder? The rats have got sort of like a rough sort of amount that you should be going for. So look into that sort of thing. Look at the prices around, shop around. When buying from a breeder, use an example. Ask them for references. Just by asking for references, you've already got 3 or 4 other people that are upon this clientele, and that'll already give you something else. It costs a lot to breed rats. So I want you to make sure that, you know, to get a quality rodent, you need to put in the quality food. And if you want a quality rodent, it's going to be at a price. So you got to remember that we are also human too, and there's not much of a profit in actually breeding rats. So that basically brings us down to the end of our video. But I just wanted to say that I hope you follow us on our next videos. I mean, to be honest with you, we'll show you from start to finish how we breed ball pythons. We have never ever bred ball pythons before. This is our first time ever going into it. We started around about 2 months ago, and we've decided that this is the time. So I'd like to take you guys on that journey with us, from how we get our snakes, how we sex our snakes, finding out the morphs. I mean, I think I'm going to become one of the professionals on morph market, wanting to know what kind of gene goes with what kind of gene. I mean, I go to bed at night sleeping, thinking about breeding all these snakes. So I'd just like to say thank you to the guys that are already helping us, sort of like Pride Beads Passion, Mutation Domination, Reptique Exotics, Fusion Morphs, all of them for their guidance thus far. It's really, really, really been helping. So yes, I hope this video was okay. Again, there was no editing or anything like that, so it will get better. I will get better cameras, and obviously I will get editing material, and then we can also do the whole description in the link sort of thing. Guys, see you guys again soon. Thanks a lot for watching.